This is a quick video on how to use the t-test tables that are in the back of your book. On the right, you see an excerpt from the tables, and there's a number of things you need to consider because it's different from the normal distribution table. First, each time you conduct a t-test, you are conducting a test with a particular degrees of freedom. Each row of this table corresponds to a particular degrees of freedom. So let's suppose you're doing a test and the degrees of freedom equaled 7. Well, then you're going to use the row where the degrees of freedom are equal to 7. The particular column you use depends on the significance level that you choose and whether or not it's a one-sided or a two-sided test. So let's suppose that you chose a significance level of 0.05. And first, let's look at the non-directional hypothesis, where you're interested in the area in both tails. So when we have a non-directional or a two-sided test, we want to use the heading that's up here. And since the significance level is 0.05, we want to use this column. And the value we would use for our critical value is going to be right there. Let me redo that. The value that we need for our critical value is there. Now, if you're interested in doing a one-tailed test, let's suppose that 2 is done at an alpha level of 0.05, but there you want all 5% in the upper tail, right? So that area should be 0.05, whereas with the two-tailed test, you had 0.025 in each tail. And now, since we're doing a one-tailed test, we are going to look at the next header. So we are interested in this header where the area is in one tail. And since we're interested in alpha level of 0.05, we're going to use this column. And so our critical value is going to be 1.895. That's all there is to it. First, you identify the correct row by going to the row with your degrees of freedom. You use the header that corresponds to whether you're doing a two-sided test or a one-sided test, and then you use the column for your particular alpha level. That's it.